Hi, I'm Phyllis from I Sew in the Doll Corner, and welcome back. And I'm working on block number 4 today. This is the one we're going to be working on, and these are the one. This was my first video. I'm doing a sample quilt. And the blocks are going to be all different. This one, I showed you how to make a half square triangle and this 3 little strips block. Then I showed you in the next video I showed you how to make a block with using half square triangles. This 4-point star. In the next video I showed you how I made a three triangle block, and this is called spinning star or castle, or there's several different names for these blocks because they're old blocks and everybody gave it a new name. Now that's the same block. Now with number 4 is this block, and it's going to have 4 triangles in the block in this patch and some half square triangles. So it's easy to do, but I'll show you just how I do it. And I take a 4.5-inch block to come out with a 3.5-inch block for these ones, because you always have to, I have to trim them a little bit. So I might be able to get away with a 1/4 inch smaller block, but I go with a 4.5-inch block. For the 3, I went for for the 3 triangles in the block, I went with a 4.25 inch block. So I have an extra seam, so I want to have an extra 1/4 inch. So I sew my half square triangles, and I'll just go over that quickly with you. Put the 2 colors together and then sew a line, draw a line, and I sew a seam a 1/4 inch away from that seam, from that line, and then cut them open. And that gives me 2 half square triangles. Now I want to make 4 triangles with these. So what I do is I take and I put my block like this. You line this middle seam up very carefully, and then draw a line across here and sew a 1/4 inch from each side of that line. And that will give you 2 half square triangles. And these have to be trimmed a little yet, but that's okay. We'll get to that. So then to put them together, we'll use this as the center block. These trim back to 3.5 inches. Now I put my square like this. That needs to be pressed a little bit. And then this one goes like this. And then we get our half square triangle. And I turned this the wrong way. And you'll see how this forms this rectangle. And I put this one over on this side. Now that's all I have made of these. So now I want to show you how I put it together. I sew these two together just like any 9 patch, and then this row and you can see how that comes together. I sewed these 3 together, and these 3 and these 3, and now I will. And if you put your seams going opposite ways, then see, I have this one in the center going in, I have these ones going out, and then that makes them nest well. And then that's my block. And when you break it down into little sections, it's not hard to put together. But you look at it and you think, how in the world did they do that? You know? And then you break it down. Well, there's a half square triangle. There's 4 triangles and another half and a plain block. And that's all there's to it. And it's a 9 patch. And if you've noticed, so far, my blocks are all 9 patch. So hope you're enjoying this series. I'll continue going with them. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying this series. And be sure and subscribe. Touch the bell so you'll get a notification every time I put a new video out. And check out my Etsy shop for my doll patterns. I haven't forgotten about my dolls. My dolls are all very dear to me. But right now I just don't have much to work on them with. Right now I don't have any new ones. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye now.